Hello, I'm back with a couple of journals that I've had fun working on, and they're inspired by all things Italy, as well as some vintage art images that I had and some maps that I found that I still had. And there's the paper too. I know the paper actually is real different, and these two books actually clash with each other. I realize that now, but I didn't know that. I thought they would actually be a pair, so they're kind of not. But at any rate, they're both really inspired me to create something that would reflect Italy. And I made this one first, so I think we'll start with that. Put that over here. And I've also really enjoyed, these are sort of lapbook journals, and the journal parts in the middle, and then there's sort of a lapbook section on either side, and that's been really fun. So the same thing, it's marbled paper with, and this was actually a material that I dyed in the summer, which was part of eco dyeing. So it's a little bit different. It's not as brown. It's more of a little bit of a blue-gray, mild kind of color. And I think this is about a 2.5-inch spine. And the paper is coated. I received it that way, which is really nice because it has a really nice coating on it that's not super shiny or anything, but it's really sort of a beautiful feeling to it. And I do have some vintage photographs that are from Europe, and they're not all Italian necessarily, but and then there's a lot of ephemera in here, and I did have a lot of European postcards that I've tucked in here and that kind of thing. Why isn't that going where I want it? And let's see. All right, you can see that. So it was just fun to play with little bits, and there's some space for writing, and this is a card from a friend who traveled. This was from India, and just some tickets and some little tuck spots in here and here and here. And so that closes. And then this opens. And I did have some images. This is from Pompeii, and actually originally started with the idea, I think, of more Pompeii, but that isn't what I ended up with, because there's just so many wonderful things about more parts of Italy. So the ephemera kind of stretches out a little bit, and there's a little bit more of a variety than just Pompeii. And like this is the Duomo in Florence, I think, and this is a map, and then just some vintage tags. And is that gonna go there? Whoops, upside down. So like, and also the idea of Italian women. I don't know, so fun. I just love women and friendships that women have, and so I think I'm gonna explore. I think right now, with my kids getting a little older, my friendships are real important to me, and so I'm exploring. I'm just spending more time with my friends. So I kind of love the sweetness. I might have sons. I have 3 boys in the house, so I'm really drawn to spending more time with women in my life, and so that's been kind of fun. And I think images of women of all ages, and then young children, and it's just kind of, I think that I'm gonna explore that in the next journals, but that's peppered in here too. So images of women, Italian women, European women, is kind of all throughout. And then this was the paper that's nice and thick and has a little shine to it, and these are some vintage maps. And so there's just some other photographs and some ways to write little notes, and then some other art images. This is from Venice, and little cards, and then little menu items. So it's a translation for different menu items if you're traveling in Italy. another card from Florence, and some paper, and another image of some kids in an Italian village. And then this is an itinerary. And here are just some other images to go through. And some paper. Also thinking of travels and just different papers. And I also realized that with everything right now, I'm not getting out as much. And so I'm using somewhat the same paper in things. So I love the Duomo. I think it's in Florence. I'm pretty sure it's in Florence. And churches that are all throughout Italy. I did travel in Italy with my mom, and I'm going to dig up those photographs and see if I can print those out. I don't know where this one is. But they're buried somewhere. Nice cardstock. This was actually hibiscus dyed. And then traveling to Rome. And religious paintings and some other sites, some ruins. Those are in Rome, I think. I think I even remember driving by that one, or they all look the same. I don't know. Maybe they all look the same. They don't, but. And in Venice, it's beautiful. And the ruins of Pompeii. And some towns. Well, this is not in Italy, but so there's a little bit of just sort of meandering off into other parts of Europe. That one is even in Canada, so it's not really strictly Italian. I kind of meandered off into just finding some fun postcards. And this paper has a nice shine to it, but it's pretty thick. So, and then different images of dance, and a photograph, and postcard, and some beautiful paper. And some more images to look at of older women, and maybe more scenes in villages. Some beautiful old paper, and there's a guy I thought was fun, and a beautiful woman, and a really old nice map page. So there's tuck spots in here, places to put more stuff, and just some papers to write notes on. I should kind of zip through here a little bit more. Nice images of women in cafes and stuff like that. Postcards. And then, so then there's the, there's lots of, and then I do have a little bit, I had a little bit of ephemera still from Feeling Sentimental, I think, is the Etsy shop. So I tucked those in here because those were kind of fun. Oh, this opens, okay. Thought that was a little bit. So those were in there. And then this little booklet that has a vintage photograph, a little pocket in the front. And then it's really just paper. You can write notes, and that is tucked in here. And then there's some stuff up here. And then this opens here, so. And another vintage photograph. Oops. So that opens up like that. And then this closes, yeah, here. And there. And there. And that is this one. It's a little thick. It's a little fat. and there's a lot of stuff in here, but it does close, and you can obviously take stuff out, and so it's kind of a fun one with a vintage drawer pull. It's pretty solid, but I see that it's moving a little loose there, but it's attached for sure. So there's that one, and then this other one I worked on next, and it's a little bit bigger, so I think this one's more of a 5x7, and this is more of a 5.5 by 9. And these are the Tim Holtz things, and then the paper also is coated, and this is a tea-dyed canvas, and also has the same book part in the middle, and then lapbook front, top, sort of front and back. Let's see, I think maybe just a little more space would be good. So this has a happy, and this is happy, and so I thought that was kind of fun to match. And this opens up and just has some things in it, similar papers, some envelopes. This is a little more general travel, more travel. And these are, I'm not really sure, 1944. I'm not sure if these are the best, but I do love the time period and the clothes. There's a sailor, so those can be taken out, of course. So there's that. And then as we go through the book, similar pages and photographs and things. And also heading just a little more vintage. So there's probably more a range of information in here from different places, and also a little more art focused of Europe. Some different kinds of pages in here. This is just a little booklet. So just some different pages in here to write on, and a little bag to put things in. So there's that. Some little tickets and tags and lots of maps. So this one, I think I really used all the maps. So this one was more focused on these maps, a variety that I had. And then some other things kind of fit in, but all the different map paper, and then some pages from, here is again, a cathedral and art. So this is more maps and sort of the art, and yeah, it's beautiful. And just some papers and things, little also stamps with the ideas of travel, and postcards of Basilica. Some room for writing, but not as much. So same kind of pocket. I just love that picture. Postcards and envelopes to write, and a little envelope with just some index cards in there that are tea-dyed. And more stamps and language cards, postcards, some images of art. And then this some little pockets. stamps, and some paper to write notes on, some tags, an envelope tucked in there, and a little tab. And again, another little some vintage, some